Oh, there's this to the corner. What the fuck? Second place, and Goku's just falling down the order now as well as Hero gets up into P3. Pepper's going to look down the inside for the lead here in Indianapolis. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pummu Indycar series. I'm Finical. Of course, joining me once again is the lovely War Sniper.
Hello there.
We are going to ignore the abomination in the background over there. We are here at New Jersey Motorsports Park. We are just about ready to go green here. And as always, I will let my friend do the qualifying order.
So just because you're here in Jersey doesn't mean we're going to have terrible driving, so here we go. Starting off, we got CC on pole position. We got King after him in second, Sale in third. We got Finekey after that, fourth. We got Dilge in fifth, since there's going to be Waffle. Ways after that, we got Pickle, Ice, and Gambo. 10th, we're starting with Max, then Beans in 11th, Baron in 12th, and Ultra in 13th.
And we have green flag here in the air. CC able to hold on to its lead. King right on his rear wing. I believe that may have been an incident I saw in the background there involving Cell. Looked like a purple car at least. We will... Oh, King side by side with CC for the lead here. Here we go into this tricky section of the track. It's just a bunch of turns back and forth.
Ice is the wall.
Ice into the wall. Ice, of course, subbing for Triff here in ICRL Motorsports. That's not been a good start for him. We go back to our battle for the lead. CC's holding on to that inside line. They both go way off track going onto the front stretch, but CC will hold on to the lead for the moment. Going on to lap 2 is Waffles in P3, just behind these guys. Dilge in P4. Findsy and Cell battling for 5th and 6th. I need to move the leaderboard to a place where you can actually see it. That would be ideal. It's going to be King in the lead after they go through turns 1 and 2. CC must have had a very compromised corner there. I didn't quite see what happened. I'm sure I caught it on the recording. But not a good second lap here for CC here. Going into this section of track here, this final sector here in New Jersey, this is just about one of the two only overtaking spots here, right here, into these two corners. It's the right-hander into the left-hander onto the front stretch, and there, just as I said, it's CC looking to set up a move into what is essentially the second only overtaking spot, that is turn 1. We'll have to see if he's able to set it up, though. Into turn 1 they go. They both take a very wide line, but King's going to be able to hold on to the lead here in that DraftKings livery. And we are now going to follow this battle here for third position between Dilge and Waffle is going down the backstretch. Into this left-hander, Dilge goes wide. That's going to allow Waffles to maybe look for the outside. They're going to both cut the track, get as close to the wall as they can. They're allowed to do that, at least to my knowledge. It's not going to look legitimate, but they're allowed to do it. Dilge is going to be able to hold on to P3 for the moment, though. Out the final corner, he goes wide, though. Will that allow Waffles to make a move? No, it will not. So holding on to P3 is Subfocus or Dilge, and holding on to lead is King so far. Quite a chaotic start so far, actually. All the cars starting to spread out a bit, though. We will go on our...
I would say Cell and Finekey as well as Dambo is in their little three-way scuffle here.
Yeah, I guess we'll...
backstretch right now.
Yeah, I guess we'll go and watch from the, as they call it, the mid camera angle. It's really just a single camera that views the entire track for this three-way battle between Findsy, Danbo, and Cell, as War was talking about. It has really not been the start Cell would have hoped for. Qualified P3, got his account banned from Roblox for he got banned for a day immediately after qualifying. Now he's on an alt account looking to make a move on Danbo there, and I'll see if I can get a bit of a better camera angle there. I don't believe I'm going to be able to. Our camera selection is very limited, if I do say so myself. I am viewing the wrong person.
Ooh.
There we go.
And do we have Dambo making a move?
Oh, Danbo.
He is through. Okay. Good deal.
Of course, the overtake gets done as soon as I turn my camera away from him. Oh, wow. That curve is very aggressive there, as we saw Danbo go in the air for a moment. And Findsy might not be done falling down the order here, as it seems Cell might be looking to make a move on him soon as well. Had a better run there through that corner just a moment ago. Findsy goes wide. That's going to open the inside for Cell into this right-hander, and Cell's going to get the move done before they even reach the final corner. He might be looking for a move on Danbo as well. They're going to go side by side for a second there, and he's going to be right on the rear wing of Danbo here. And this battle is certainly not over between the two of them. As we go on board.
We got King and CC going back into a little bit of a scuffle. It looks like they are very close together.
Yeah, we'll go on board here. Wait, who has a scuffle? Sorry, I did not hear you at all.
King and CC.
Oh, they're battling
Our
for the lead
runners.
again.
Mm-hmm. They're going into the final sector here, looks like. So that is going to be a very...
Here we go. King CC sends it down the inside of King there into that right-hander. He's going to have to hold on to it. He does hold on to it. So CC back into the lead here in New Jersey. I really hate the fact that every time we exit that final corner, the camera angle has the perfect angle of catching what DSA has titled I don't even know what he titled that wall of whatever. The Merle. The Memorial of New Jersey, and how wonderful this track is. What has happened to Cell? He has fallen straight down the order.
Yeah. That's... I didn't catch quite what happened to him.
Well, something awful has happened to Cell. He was up there battling. Oh, King down the inside of CC, and CC... What has happened? CC's crashed! CC's crashed from the game! What has happened to CC?
CC, no.
CC has what I can only describe as a spasm at the wheel. He has recovered now. I assume that that's probably him freezing, but that moves King into the lead comfortably by 7 seconds as they cross the line. That moves everyone up one position up to Findsy. What has happened to CC? He was doing so well, and now he's really struggling on these tires as well. I can assure you that that is not how you want your race to go when you're dominating, or at least trying to dominate. He really is struggling on these tires as well.
Ooh. Oh dear. And Pickle has ran into Beans, causing him to run into a wall, but thankfully he was able to recover very quickly, and Pickle was the one who more so lost out on that one.
That is unfortunate to hear.
Meanwhile,
I really
Pickle
wish...
has once again hit a wall. I think he's having a little bit of difficulty too.
Oh no. I wish I had a camera angle on these people.
Instead... And I'm picking on Sale. Ow.
For a moment, then we'll watch as this battle tries to unfold between Dilge and Waffles for second place now. This is the second weekend in a row that Waffles has been sort of, through no power of his own, been promoted into a battle for the podium.
And it seems like Sale is going to have to DNF, according to comms, so that's interesting. Yeah, it seems like he's out.
Well, that is... Our first retiree of the day comes lap 8 of 55 here at New Jersey. And it is Sale, who I'm pretty sure is lucky to be in this race at all, judging by what happened. That is unfortunate to see. Going down the front stretch, Waffles is a lot closer to Dilge now. We have to wait and see if he's going to be able to make a move on him, though. It's a very fast track here in New Jersey. As we see Beans gets... I didn't actually quite read what was said at the top. Beans got an order from race control there at the top. I didn't quite see what it was.
I will... apparently Beans is being noted for going on the grass a little bit too much.
So, Beans taking a little bit too much freedom of use of the grass, I guess. It's very easy to do around here. The corner cuts are quite lenient on the insides of these corners, not so much on the outside of the corner. It's very easy to find yourself taking the grass around here. CC may have just been dinked for the... Yeah, it's CC and Matt's both getting a warning for using the grass too much as well now. So, we might start seeing some harsh penalties soon if I know DSA. Oh, Subfocus is wide out the corner. He slows down, tries to give up the time so he doesn't get in trouble. That's going to allow Waffles to catch right up to him into the section. Will Waffles send it down his inside? He is down the inside. He's going to send it. They don't make contact. They're able to maintain space. They go side by side in the final corner. Subfocus has the racing line. He's going to get the better exit. But Waffles is still right there on his gearbox as they go down the front stretch. Across the line they go. Will Waffles be able to make a move into turn 1? It's not a very... It's a very opportunistic move if you try to overtake in turn 1. He will not try to make a move. Turn 1 sort of reminds me of the turn 1 in Portimao, I believe it is, in Formula 1. It's a very fast corner, and you have to basically be side by side with someone to make a move in turn 1. So Waffles had a very great opportunity there to make a move. Unfortunately missed out a little bit, and that's just the nature of Sector 3, really. You have to be on the right line in that final corner to really win out there.
Meanwhile, we got Ice who hit a wall, allowing Max to make a move. Get up ahead a little bit.
Yeah, Ice...
That'll be for P8.
Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to try and interrupt you there. Ice didn't have the best of starts. He had a very early spin, or whatever it was, near the beginning of this race. He's recovered well, so actually... He's up into P8 now, so he's definitely showing some good pace so far, especially as a substitute driver. As we mentioned before, Ice Gaffer in P8, or as of last lap he was P8, I believe. Oh no, he's down to P9 now, battling with Mats actually. You know what, we might as well go on board, we might as well watch Mats, or Ice I mean, since we're talking about him. He's right on the rear wing, I should say, of Mats here. But I don't know if we mentioned it earlier or not. Ice is subbing in for Triff, who is sort of the team owner. Oh, wow, he gets so much of a better exit out that corner than Mats does. Mats goes wide, hits the wall. That allows Ice to make one of the easier moves I've seen in this series.
Oh, apparently Dambo is, things are being noted.
Oh, lovely. A lot of drivers getting marked for track limits so far. I wonder how many times these drivers can be warned before DSA or race control guy decides that enough is enough. There we see Ice catch air for like a good solid second.
Well, for as
Over
early
the
on as
curb.
we are, I believe it ain't gonna be. I believe there's certainly gonna be some amount of penalties handed out today.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. We don't see track limit penalties that often during these races. Then again,
Oh, and I got Finji and Dambo side by side here on the front stretch.
oh
Sorry.
yeah, here we go side by side into turn 1. Dambo gonna send it into the corner. They're both surprisingly gonna get a pretty equal exit, but it's gonna allow Dambo to move up and hold on to 5th place. At the moment, we'll ride with Findsy here on the trackside cameras here, as he tries to hunt down that I don't even know what type of scheme Dambo's running anymore. It's just every color you can think of.
Yeah, it is not Finji's ideal race right now. Starting in 4th, now down to 6th. That's not 100% ideal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it really
Ooh,
has.
and we got Waffle going on the inside of Dilge. He's possibly going to get the move done. Nope, Dilge goes on the outside. He stays just ahead. We're going to see where they go at turn 1.
Yeah, into turn 1 they go. Waffles right on the gearbox of Dilge here. Dilge and CC both get both get a warning for track limits. Again, I believe that is CC's second warning. We'll have to wait and see what that might turn into. These two are battling quite hard for second place, but CC is doing a relatively good job at recovering. He's only about 2 seconds. Oh, Dilge! Way off the track, into the wall!
That's going to let CC move.
That's easily gonna allow. That's gonna allow Waffle to move past him. That's gonna allow CC to go down his inside into sector 3. Oh, CC clips the inside wall!
CC, you had the move.
You had the move
He
done!
lost it all.
I was talking about it in qualifying as well, that you can get as close to these walls as you like, that are on the inside of these corners, and it will still be a valid lap. But of course, get too close, and there's what happens. A wall is still a wall at the end of the day.
At your own discretion, as I would call that. Do what you dare, but
Do what you dare.
Once you hit that wall, it is over. You have lost the battle. Possibly the war in this case. Who knows where he'll end up at the end of this race.
No, he's still able to keep up to Dilge despite that mistake. I mean, I guess it helps when CC wasn't the only one to make a mistake. Dilge into the outside wall there. That's going to allow CC to look for the inside again. Dilge is going to block it off. He's going to send it down the inside regardless. I'm going to lag horrifically. They're still side by side into this right-hander into the final corner. I believe CC has the move done, and he does. So CC up into the podium positions. He is really recovering well now. It'll be interesting to see, though, if Subfocus has any rebuttal to this battle, though. Into turn 1, not an overtaking spot, but he can get a much better run if he's careful enough. They both go into the grass. Subfocus hits a little bit of a bump there on the exit of the corner as well. So this battle is certainly not over between these two. They're still neck and neck just about. But just how long until CC is able to catch up to Waffles, if he's able to catch up to Waffles, that is. Actually, how long until Subfocus catches up to CC is right on the rear wing as they go into the final sector. It's a very short... Oh, CC into the inside wall again! This time, much harder impact into the wall. That's going to allow Dambo and Subfocus to move past him. I believe there for a second we may have seen Waffles into the outside wall. He's able to keep it going, though. CC pushing his luck just...
Ooh, Max into the wall, allowing Beans to get a move on him. Ooh.
Yeah, just as I was saying, though, CC pushing his luck too much with these inside walls. Again, you can get as close to the walls on the inside as you can, but as War said earlier, do as you dare, and CC's sort of going all in on black at a roulette table, and it is landing on red every single time.
Well, I believe neither of us have called it out, unless you have, in which case I apologize. But I believe Pickle is out of our race right now. I believe
Oh,
he's retired.
I did not even notice that, actually. Is he actually
Yeah,
retired? He's still on my... He's still
he's still
on...
here, but he's not actively participating in the race. It seems like.
Well, we have two retirees now in this race. You know, I didn't realize that Findsy was also able to get past CC because of that incident. That's just... I mean, it's a very short track, one long incident, and... I mean, it's only about, like, a minute long here. You lose 10 seconds, that is, like a large portion of the track that you just lost, essentially. And we see CC trying to take as much grass there on the edge of the turn 2 to try and gain to Findsy. He's really trying to get that recovery drive to work, and it just does not seem to be working out as he would like it to be. Meanwhile, on looking up towards the front of the grid, King, I mean, ever since, I believe it was CC who was battling him for the lead, yeah. Ever since CC had that initial incident into the wall, it has been King in the lead. He is leading by 18 seconds as they cross the line. That is... I mean, I guess that's what happens when only... Oh, CC sends it down the inside of Findsy into turn 1. He's going to have the better line out of turn 2, and he's going to get that move done. What a move there by CC, actually. That was well placed. That was very opportunistic. He saw the opportunity. He saw that Findsy was taking a bit more of a careful line than he does, and he sent it down the inside and made it work. That was beautiful. I mean, maybe some of his driving this race has not been so beautiful, but that overtake is probably one of the few moments of this race that he can at least... Oh, King into pit road. Lap 21 of 55. I feel like this might be early. He has so much of a lead that he may be able to come out in front of Waffles. No, he will come out on his inside, actually. Waffles goes very wide, trying to give him room, and that will allow King to actually go back into the lead. So King had so much of a lead that he's able to come in and do his pit stop and still come out ahead of Waffles in second. I do not think I can express how impressive that is to have that much of a gap.
Yeah, I was looking at his lap time around whenever you called out that he had 18 seconds ahead. He had the fastest lap, of course. There's about a minute and 4 seconds, and I believe there's 9/10.
I believe I have
very blistering lap for a race time. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I believe I have just witnessed a sausage curb be added to one of the insides there, going onto the front stretch. We'll just have to wait and see if any drivers disagree with that addition of the track.
Speaking of lap times, seems like Dambo is going on blistering laps as well. He's got a minute exactly, it looks like. So that's going to be... minute 250. Okay, that's actually pretty good for a race time as well.
Yeah, still a little bit only about like a second or two slower than what the times were in qualifying, but still that is pretty fast there. As there we see King passing that new sausage curb I mentioned earlier. I'm unsure if we hired like the repair bugs or whatever they're called in Hollow Knight or whatever, but like that was that was added pretty subtly. I will give it to DSA. And I don't think any of the drivers have complained about it, so we haven't had an incident yet. King comes out of pit road and just continues to fly up the order. Unfortunately, we do have another car that will be falling down the order. It is Otro, who is unfortunately joining our list of retirees so far in this race. We now only have 10 cars actively running on track. I mean, then again, we only started with 13, so it's not like we lost. Like, I think I just saw a flip. Or, oh yeah, Bean's on his roof!
Oh no. We got Max under the pitch all the way. Goodness.
And it's a
Oh, wait,
caution! We will
that's a
have a
full caution.
caution! We will have a caution. Bean's on his roof. He is the first victim of the sausage curb I was just talking about. CC almost joined him.
Yeah, Max might have gone off pretty good with that pit then.
Secret of Beans back onto his roof here. Dilge into pit road. Dambo and Baron also into pit road. And King... I mean... I feel sort of bad for King now because now he's gonna come across the line here. And this massive gap that he's been able to build for a large portion of this race is about to be annihilated. And this is big for Subfocus. I believe I did just see Subfocus into pit road just a moment ago. So Subfocus essentially just got a lot of people just essentially got a free pit stop. And we see Matt, who is a lap down, as well as Beans now, both out of pit road. We'll have to wait and see if DSA will tell them to pass our leader or not. Here comes Waffles in P4. He's out to turns 1 and 2 as well. So our first caution in a hot minute, actually. Thinking about it, it has been a good couple of races since our last caution. I mean, we went caution free at Phoenix, we went caution free at Long Beach. I don't remember if we went caution free before that. I'm sure someone will be able to remember that. And here we are. Here we are. CC will be 2 to back on the restart because he had a pit stop error and respawned his car. You're not supposed to respawn your car. So he will be 2 to back. The pits will be open. I imagine we will probably see a handful of these people pit just as the caution came out. Not come down pit road here. And there, just as I was talking about it, surprisingly, Waffles stays out as well. So King, our leader, into pit road. Ice into pit road as well. CC into pit road. He's full throttling into pit road, actually. He's gonna actually probably... I mean, CC is already to the back anyway, so... I'm pretty sure CC has just accepted that he's going to... he's going to be to the back, so he's probably just taking advantage of it while he can. So Waffles will be our leader now. I'm kind of really surprised that Waffles stayed out there. Because if I remember correctly, Waffles has yet to pit for this race, so very surprising to see him stay out. We will be going green next time, at least I assume.
And for some reason, Beans went extremely wide out in turn 1 and turn 2. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a little interesting. Actually, Waffles might be down pit road this time, and he is. So, Waffles and Dambo both down pit road now. They wanted to stay out, it seemed. It seems now that their strategists may have realized what they wanted to do and made sure to get rid of that idea.
Didn't want to pull the Ferrari.
I mean, that was... I will give it to him. That was a very bold call to stay out. Unfortunately, I believe they realize that that's not going to work out at all.
Yeah. The odds of us getting another caution seem on the
Kind
slimmer side based on recent events. But yeah, that was certainly a interesting one, a full flip. So here's my question to you, since you have a little bit of experience with this track.
yeah.
What does the tire wear feel like when you're
Oh,
actually...
I did not drive for that long. I'm not gonna lie. I would assume, as I lag a little bit, I would assume that the tire wear probably might. I I don't really know. I wouldn't. I really didn't drive for long enough to be able to tell.
Mhm.
Has Ultra rejoined us? Ultra
Uh,
may have. Ultra may have rejoined us. He will probably be marked a lap down. I'm unsure if we're going green this time. They have not said. So I'm preparing myself to. Yeah, so we will be going green this time. Subfocus will control here. And I assume if the tire wear is bad enough, it will definitely start kicking your butt here. Just given the nature of the corners. Green flag in the air. Once again, here at New Jersey. It is Subfocus in the lead.
okay. This is going to be chaos towards the back.
Yeah, King and finds the side by side for second place. I believe King's gonna be able to hold on to the position. I believe I just saw 3 wide there for a second towards the back of the field.
He certainly did.
Oh, Subfocus is upside down!
I had to say so. Oh my god!
And we will go back under caution here at New Jersey. It will be Findsy in the lead. We have race control being just about as confused as everyone else is. We have Waffles in second, Dambo in third. What has happened to Subfocus?
That is proof of the commentator's curse. I apologize, Gil.
Yeah, the chances of another caution are quite low, says Ward Sniper before Dilge actually dies on live TV. We go back under caution now. Findsy will lead. It will be Waffles in second. It will be Dambo in third. It will be Mats in fourth, CC in fifth, King in sixth, Ice in seventh. Ultra has, as I mentioned earlier, has rejoined. He's down in around 8th or ninth place, I believe, and then Baron is just behind him. I don't even know what Subfocus hit to be able to flip like that. I don't.
Gracious.
Jesus Christ. I really hope that the view of his wreck is as funny as I'm remembering it being, because I was on the trackside camera and I'm pretty sure he just slides into frame on his roof. Because I was on board on a different car. So pits will be open this time. We'll see if anyone decides to come into pit road this time. I don't believe they will, because just about everyone pit last lap. Here we go.
Yeah, I suppose it wouldn't be very useful to go,
well, I mean, we say that.
With yellow and...
Well, we say that. All it took was one car for everyone to decide to come down pit road. Oh, except for Ultra, but Ultra, again, has very recently just rejoined the race. I entirely forgot that Beams was even racing, so he's coming down pit road as well. He was somehow so far behind that he's only now here. How will they come out of pit road? Then I believe Waffles may have actually gotten the jump on Feinstein pit road, and he has. What a pit stop there for Waffle. He will lead.
On a pit exit, it almost looks like.
They're definitely trying. I'm unsure.
Trying to race without racing.
Yeah, so Waffles will lead. What a pit stop there for Waffles. I mean, Findsy led, Waffles was in second. They swapped position out of pit road. That is...
Went off to the side for a second. Nope, okay. He's back. Starting to get worried we were going to have another retiree.
We will either be going green this time or next time. We'll wait for the confirmation here. Did you happen to catch what happened to Dilge earlier?
I did. Also, it seems that Dilge might have been forced off the track in that case, which, I mean, based on the entire kerfuffle that occurred there, I can imagine might have been the case. I just would wonder who specifically caused that.
I did not
Nonetheless,
read what was said at the top.
Yeah. Nonetheless, I believe it would always just result in a race incident on that sort of event.
Are we green?
Let's see.
We are! Green flag in the air. Here, once again, at New Jersey, Waffles leads. I believe that's going to be 3 wide into turn 1 there for second.
And we got buried into the wall. Wow. Beans goes wide. Dill just trying to make up as many places as he can. He is not holding back on this one.
Oh man. The aggression has definitely flared up here. Ice completely cuts the track there. That was a move. They're still 3 wide for about 4th place here. Ice is going to have to give up the positions he gained, and he will do so. Very good of him. Waffles will still lead. CC up into 2nd. King into 3rd. Dilge and Findsy battling for 4th. I believe that's another car into the wall. It's Ice.
A few more positions than he hoped for.
And it's unfortunate for Ice. I mean, that was... I don't want to say that was opportunistic, but that was... maybe not opportunistic, but maybe optimistic that he thought that move would work. CC goes wide in turn 1. That's going to allow King to go side by side with him. Down the backstretch they go. And it's going to be King up into 2nd position here. I was unaware that you could take that corner flat out. No wonder my time sucked in the few seconds that I drove. Anyways, they're both all 3 of these guys are gonna go wide here, and this might be a 3-way battle for the lead here in New Jersey. King's gonna go wide. That's gonna allow CC to go down his inside there, but he's gonna have to outside in this corner. You really don't want to be on the outside here. CC's gonna go over that sausage curb, goes over the top of King, lands on his rear wing. That's gonna cause him to lose a lot of time, as, I mean, you would assume he would.
Oh, goodness.
So King into 2nd, CC now battling with Subfocus for 3rd. They're 3 wide, actually, for 3rd position down the backstretch. It's going to be Dambo down their inside. He's going to be able to make the move. Here comes Findsy as well. Into this left-hander. It's still going to be Dambo into 3rd. They're battling. They're going into the outside wall. Subfocus almost climbs on top of Dambo. Into this right-hander they go. It's sort of...
run.
Here we go. Findsy has the preferred line. But Dambo down on his inside. He's going to be able to move up past him into the final corner to go. CC sends it down the inside of Subfocus for what would be 5th position, I believe. And out the final corner, it's going to be Dambo into 3rd position. Findsy in 4th. And Subfocus into the air over the sausage curb for a moment. Able to keep it going. He will hold on to... He will fall down behind Matt still because of that curb. And then we see CC going extremely wide there in the background. It's still Waffles in the lead and still King in 2nd, but this is your battle for 3rd position in the final spot on the podium. And just like last race weekend, this battle might go on to the end here. If they don't have to pit again, which I assume they don't have to. But you never know.
You know,
and CC's looking for a tighter line here. Going into the final sector. And of course I lag. Anyways, I come back to reality and CC cuts in front of Findsy. He's gonna be able to get ahead of him. Avoids the sausage curb at all costs. And it'll be CC looking to hunt down Dambo now for that battle for the podium. And King is up into the lead.
Yeah, I had a very good run at the final.
Oh, they're side by side. Sorry to interrupt you.
Right.
They go side by side, and Waffles is able to move back up into the lead as they go down the backstretch. Will King be able to make a move here, though? Not here. He's able to set up a move here. He's actually going to bump him out of the way a little bit as they go into essentially what is a I don't want to say it's a double apex, but like... Okay, it's really not a double apex. Excuse me, sorry. King might go down the inside here of the Waffles. He is going to go down the inside. That's going to put him on the outside of the final corner. You don't want to be on the outside, especially with that sausage curb. He's going to be able to avoid it. They're both going to go side by side still for the lead here. And on to lap
King
36.
Is unrelenting right now. He refuses to give up that position.
Yeah, on to lap 36. Into turn 1 they go. I think Waffles was just a little bit wide there. That's going to allow King to hold on to the lead finally. That will give him a little bit of a break.
The wall, looks like.
Oh, not again.
The amount of times we have to call that out is a little worrisome there in this race.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a sort of similar thing play out last weekend at Long Beach, didn't we? I don't believe it was CC. It was,
Needham, I think.
No, it was Waffles. It was Waffles who...
Oh, Waffles, yeah.
Yeah, Waffles who had a good pace last weekend, but just kept finding the wall. CC seems to have took that role instead. Dambo is actually caught up to this battle here for second. Or for the lead, excuse me. I mean, technically it's a battle for second if he catches up to Waffles, so I'm not wrong. But he's definitely here. He's definitely a part of this battle for the lead now. Even though he is about 2 seconds behind King. There seems to be a bit of a battle for 6th place and 4th place happening right now. On the other side of the track, but I will keep my attention on this top 3 here. Cough cough, not telling you to pay attention to something, cough cough. See, I'm very subtle with my hints. It seems that King is actually starting to... Oh, excuse me. It seems that King is actually starting to build a bit of a gap here to Waffles, and actually Dambo might be starting to catch up to Waffles as well. So Waffles might be starting to fall off a little bit here in pace. Maybe, just maybe his tires are starting to wear out a little bit here. More than his competitors, which would be kind of odd, but not impossible. And finally, this top 3 is starting to spread out quite a bit. Here, King will still hold on to the lead. And we will turn our attention to this...
Meanwhile, we got a battle between Ocho and Baron. Ocho just barely getting out ahead. So we'll see if he holds on to that in the turn 1. Although,
yeah, I think it might be pretty hard for Ocho not to hold on to this position in turn 1. As the joke goes, the battle of mid here between Ocho and Baron. Excuse me, sorry, that was really unnecessary. I'm sorry. Anyways,
that is your job gone out the window.
Yep,
After the drivers make a complaint.
I now have 2 lawsuits pending against me. No, I said that King was starting to build a bit of a gap. It does seem like that extra pace that King was starting to find there is starting to dry up a bit as well. Waffles and Dambo both able to keep him around the same gap. So this is really just a battle of being able to set the perfect laps every lap, really, between these 3 here. Because whoever makes the first mistake is going to lose out a lot. And it's really only a matter of time, as we saw earlier. It's only a matter of time before someone you know goes just a little too wide out of a corner.
I'll tell you a battle that we do actually have going on. We got Dilge and Ice going into the little curvatures.
Dilge and
Ice looks like
Ice
he's gonna
and
get ahead.
CC. Ice is
Yeah,
going to be able to
just
get
CC
past
just got
both of
involved.
them.
Ooh.
CC loves pushing his luck with that sausage curb, huh?
Certainly does.
Don't take that out of context, please, God. I'm going to...
You didn't have to call it out. You didn't have to say it.
I did, though, and it already happened, and Subfocus seems to be... I don't want to call him the loser of this battle, but he's definitely been left behind by these two by quite a bit. Ice has... As CC goes down, Ice is inside just after he takes a little bit of a compromised line there. Just as soon as I was about to talk about how well how well Ice is running. Which, okay, in all fairness, he still is running quite well. Especially for a substitute driver. We usually see substitute drivers not do extremely well. I mean, they're not really supposed to do as well as possible. They're just supposed to be there, score some points, and that's your job done. I'm sure that the ICRL team will be quite happy with Ice's performance here. I mean, I would go as far as to say I wouldn't be surprised if Ice maybe replaced one of the inactive drivers in ICRL. And again, the problem arises who is the inactive driver they replace, I guess. Subfocus has caught up to Ice now, so Ice is definitely starting to fall off a bit. And actually, Subfocus is going to go down the inside of Ice here into that right-hander. And by the time they reach the second one, Subfocus is already past Ice. Back down the inside, though. My word, he forced his way down the inside. Subfocus is going to give him a big bump in the final corner, though. That's going to force him wide. And that's going to allow Subfocus to move back in front of him. So Subfocus was not a very big fan of how aggressive that move Ice made there. I believe that's someone down pit road that looked like Ultra for a second. Judging by the leaderboard, I would have to say it is probably Ultra. Ice still battling Subfocus here for what is P6, I believe. Down the backstretch they go, and into this fast right-hander. Ice is actually going to lift and let Subfocus by. He was on the worst line there, and that King Subfocus against the wall! So Subfocus hard into the wall. He was... From what it looked like, he was up against his roof against the wall. How has Subfocus found so many unique ways to wreck here so far? He's able to keep it going, though. At the least.
There's the third lawsuit.
Alright. What do you... Oh, Ice over the sausage curb. That's going to really compromise this run down the straight. That's going to allow Subfocus to move right past him. And Ice was about inches away from hitting the pit barrier. And I wish I was exaggerating. Oh, and then Subfocus hits an awkward bump there, goes up in the air. That's going to allow Ice to move right past him. I believe there is a bit of a battle for second place that we're going to go on board with here in a moment or two. Just want to watch Subfocus, see if he finds a new way to wreck. He doesn't find a new way to wreck. He finds a new overtaking spot, though, sends it down the inside of Ice and gets the move done. And so now we will turn our attention to Waffles, who has a lot of pressure behind him of Dambo looking to steal second place from him. This is your battle, of course, for second place. Wow, I'm so good at commentating. Into turn 1 they go. Dambo, I believe, may have gotten a better exit out of turn 1 there. He did, but Waffles goes very wide to carry more speed into the grass, actually. But that's still gonna allow for Dambo to be just about a car length or two away from him as they go into this final sector here. And into this double right-hander. It's still going to be Waffles in second, but Dambo's definitely looking for any imperfections in Waffles' lines here just trying to find room to make a move. Actually, Dambo was a little wide there. That may have compromised his run out the final corner. It has. And so Waffle is able to hold on to second for the moment.
Ooh. Meanwhile, in the battle between Dilge and Ice, seems like Dilge decided to take the more aggressive.
Oh, CC's on his roof!
Yeah, CC is on his roof.
And it will be another caution!
I really should not have said anything earlier. Whew.
CC on his roof. I mean, CC has... I mean, he's been trying his absolute best. He may get collected here. No, Ultra will avoid him. CC has been doing his absolute best to make a recovery drive work here. And it just has not worked out. Dilge will come down pit road. He saw that CC was on his roof, and I believe he was able to get down pit road just before pits were open. We'll have to wait and see, though, what DSA thinks of it. Because I'm absolutely sure someone's going to report Subfocus for that. So King will lead, and it will go under caution for the third time here in New Jersey. And I mean, what do you know? We don't have a caution for 3 races, and then we have 3 cautions in 1 race so far.
Yeah, that's I was about to report that between Dilge and Ice, Dilge had actually kind of ran Ice off the track. Although I don't think that really matters much anymore.
No, yeah, I'm actually pretty lucky. I'm pretty happy to say that Ice and Subfocus are one of the few drivers that I have a camera angle on. So as soon as you start talking about them, I went on to the we turned our attention, of course, to Subfocus. We see Ice running wide. He clips the outside curb and then just, well, what do you know? That's not supposed to be there. Anyways, pits will be open. Yellow, of course, is still out, as I believe DSA is just trying to remind our drivers to pace. And we will see just about everyone come down pit road. King, Dambo, Waffles, Findsy, Ice, Matt, CC comes down pit road as well. Ultra and Subfocus stay out, actually. Though Ultra, I believe, is trying to get back onto the lead lap. So it will be Subfocus into the lead. Excuse me. And it will be King leading out of pit road just barely. It looked like Waffles almost again. I'm actually really surprised at how well Waffles' pit stops have gone so far. Oh, they come around that King can...
here going on. So, with Subfocus, I think there's a little... Okay, that was strange. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like something happened that you saw and that I did not see. Anyways, I'm really... Oh, sorry. Well, here we go.
We're great at this.
We are not Canadians.
No, I was going to say that basically Jim King was a little bit confused as to if Doge was actually leading or not.
Yeah. I was just about to report that as well.
It.
Yeah. I don't believe these drivers knew that the leader was right around the corner from them. Yeah. We will be going green this time. So Subfocus will lead here. Out of the final corner they come. We will be coming...
lucky, he might be able to get up on this late lap here. I don't know if that's a little optimistic, but...
Yeah, well, here we go. Green flag in the air once again here in New Jersey. Lap 48 of 55. And here we go. Subfocus got a really good restart as well, actually. King right on his rear wing out of turn 2, though. A lot of cars go wide there out of the exit, and there we see Subfocus actually goes wide on the backstretch into this right-hander. It's a very fast right-hander. Subfocus is going to clip the curb. Damo's going to send it down the inside of King for the lead. They're going to go side by side, but it's going to be King who has the preferred line. He'll hold on to the inside and to the lead. Subfocus down the inside. Dambo will get back up into second. Waffles into third position. He might go down to second as he sends it down the inside. Of Subfocus. He sent it too hard. He actually goes wide there. And out the final corner is going to be Dambo and Waffles, and second and third. King starts to run away with this lead as the battle for second is quite aggressive.
Yeah, we're down onto some of the final laps here. So I imagine they're all trying to...
Oh, Waffles down the inside of Dambo.
They want.
Yeah, the laps are starting to dwindle down here, so a lot of these drivers are starting to realize that they don't really have anything to lose here. They want to score as many points. Dambo's going to have the inside into this kink here. Oh, he's going to hit the inside wall. It looked like maybe... No, he didn't hit the inside wall. He just went very wide.
Some other drivers.
So now Waffles will be on second place. They're almost 4 wide. They're for second into this right-hander. This very long right-hander. They're 3 wide. They're 3 wide going into the final corner. That breaks up pretty quickly, though. And it's going to be Findsy up into third position now. As I wait to see if I have a camera angle on the battle for 4th position. Ives up into 5th place here, actually. Oh, well, maybe not for long. Subfocus sends. What a send there from Subfocus. And he gets the move done as well. Wow, that was very impressive to see from Subfocus. He doesn't lead anymore after leading the restart. Ice is starting to fall down the order a little bit. As now CC gets past him, and I believe that's going to be Beans getting past him here in a moment as well. It is Subfocus and Dambo battling for, I believe, 4th position. Findsy is caught right up to Waffles. They're going to be battling for second here in the final handful of laps here.
Ooh.
Oh, Beans.
Ooh.
That curb's a little bit aggressive, huh? Subfocus and CC go side by side into turn 1. They both take the grass onto the entrance to take and carry as much speed through the corner as they can. Ice looking to move past these two as they battle. Findsy, I mentioned, was on the rear bumper. Waffles just a few moments ago. He's no longer there. He's actually, it seems that Findsy is now facing pressure from Dambo just ahead of them. Will stay on board with Subfocus though, as CC is looking down his inside. Subfocus throws a very late block there going into the corner, but CC looks for the gap anyway, sends it down the inside into the very next corner. Ice looking to follow CC as well. Oh, Ice climbs. Oh, CC's in the inside wall again.
Oh goodness. At least it's not on his roof. He might be able to recover this pretty quickly. He might not have to do a caution. Speaking of, I think he might find it a little humorous. Race control was a little worried that they might cause a caution to cause overtime. So he's very much keen on making sure, hey, just don't crash.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid motivational quote to live by. CC battling for 6th position just a few corners ago is now down to 10th position. Or down 9th position, excuse me.
Yeah. He said there's not much to lose by battling. Well, unfortunately, there is points on the line. And unfortunately, CC has learned that.
Yeah, there's not a lot to lose unless you somehow find the inside wall 5 different times in one race. But, you know, whatever. We watched this battle between Findsy and Dambo. Dambo looking to steal the podium from Findsy here. As we go 3 laps to go here at New Jersey. Dambo doesn't seem to quite have the pace to catch up to Findsy, really. But he has the pace to stay with him. I'm not sure if he has the pace to catch up.
Ran into the curb again, and also he is into the wall. I don't
Yeah,
He looks stuck.
CC's race is sort of falling apart every corner.
I think that might have been an intentional one, to be honest with you. That did not appear to be anything else.
And it's a caution!
I think this is possibly a tactic from I
Oh,
think that might be a bit of
okay.
a
Okay,
little
I'm
bit
really
far.
sorry. I didn't quite understand what you meant when you said he was stuck on the wall. I see what you mean now, actually. Um, huh. Interesting. Oh, there we go. He gets his
Interesting.
car free. Finally, we will go under caution here with 2 laps to go. Where is our leader? Oh, there they are. So once again, King builds up a gap, and once again has that gap absolutely obliterated by yet another caution. And this race may end under caution or it may end under overtime. I'm not really sure what we're doing so far. I assume if the pits open, then we will be having an overtime.
A
But
lot
we'll
of
have
them
to
seem
wait
to
and
want to end
see.
up to caution, but I believe that is a little bit more. I don't
I'm
know if anyone
sorry.
agreed there, but that is fair.
Yeah, I halt on this straight, so we will go under a little bit of a temporary red flag. I believe he said straight, not exit of the corner. So good job there for King. So we wait and see what the official word from race control is. It sounds like they're planning on ending under caution here, and that the order they sit in now will be the race results. If that were to be the case, that would mean King is your winner here at New Jersey. Waffles and Findsy will be joining him on the podium. Dambo and Subfocus fourth and fifth.
I
Mats and Ice.
oh.
Uh oh. Well,
May I quote one of the drivers? This is
yeah,
going to be an interesting one.
yeah.
Waffle. The dirties are gonna move up, and the fast people gonna move down. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your quote of the day from from Waffles.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, I absolutely agree with them, though. If we did do an overtime finish, then it would just sort of be disastrous. And also, I mean, looking at the rules, technically we are supposed to end under caution at road courses anyways. But as I was saying earlier, it's Mats and Ice 6th and 7th, Beans and Ultra 8th and 9th, and CC, the one who brought this caution out in the first place, unfortunately will be a little bit upset to know that all of that good pace that he had in the beginning of this race has now gone to waste, and he may finish at the back of the field. DSA is still arguing with them when in my opinion, I believe we should just end under caution. But we wait to see what the official word is. So DSA is saying that if there were to be an overtime, it would be a 5-lap overtime, and that regardless of how they exit pit road, they will restart in the order they sit in now. Though, given how the pit stops have gone, yeah. So essentially, the overtime is going to be based off of a red flag and not a caution, sort of. I mean, it makes sense.
Waffle
We're
was
under.
slightly concerned
Okay, so we will
that
pace now. Pits will be open. Everyone will have to come down pit road, I believe, is the order given by race control. So it is a okay. Anyways, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had red flag here at New Jersey for quite a while. I'm Happy to report that that red flag is now over. Essentially, we are about to have 3 to 5 laps added to our race here. So it'll be 3 to 5 laps of overtime here. So far it looks like only 2 have been added though, or 3, excuse me. The order that they came down pit road for that red flag is the order they sit in now, and it will be a 5-lap overtime, I believe it's the official word. Though it's looking like a 3-lap overtime, so thanks for that, DSA, for changing it at the last second. Yeah, it'll be a 3-lap overtime. Everyone is on equal ground now. Everyone will be on the lead lap, and yeah, essentially it's essentially just a free for all, Michael Massey style, as we mentioned under red flag. Which, thinking about it, may or may not make the end of the recording. Who knows? It is my assumption that we will be going green this time here at New Jersey after that long pause. It will, of course, be King in the lead. Waffles in second. Findsy in third. Dembo in fourth. Focus fifth. Mats in sixth. I seventh.
Hey, we're about to go
Beans
green.
eighth. CC and Ultra 9th and 10th. King will control here into the restart zone for one final time. Green flag in the air.
I think CC might have made a move before before we were full green. That's
Oh, it's gonna be King. It's gonna be Findsy. Forces Waffles out extremely wide. They're gonna go 4 wide almost into the grass, essentially. But it's gonna be King into the lead. It's gonna be... I mean, I don't really have the best of angles right now. Let me fix that. There we go. It's going to be Mats into second. Surprisingly, he's going to go wide, though. It's going to be just about a 4-way battle here for second. Unless they can catch back up to King, then it becomes a 5-way battle for the lead. They're 3 wide through that right-hander, so Focus on the inside gets the better exit, though. Waffles and Mats looks to take it much tighter, though. Sub-Focus sends it into the back of Waffles there, tries to give him a bump. It does not work. Waffles up into second place here. 2 to go as they cross the line here at New Jersey. King still leads. And it will be Subfocus battling for third. He's going to have pressure from Ice behind him. Yeah, so it's going to be Ice looking to try and make a surprise appearance on the podium in his substitute visit of this track. I mean, that would be absolutely awesome if he's able to pull that off as a substitute. We'll have to wait and see. So Focus is wide. Ice isn't going to be able to take advantage of this. CC's going to send it down the inside of both of them. Sent it onto the grass almost. Ice goes the switchback move on both of them. Gets past both of them into the final corner. CC down the inside. Finds a gap into the inside wall.
Not a... Goodness gracious.
I mean, CC was sending it at... CC was sending it just about as aggressively as you literally can. And I hate to say it, CC, but you kind of deserve that one. Onto white flag in the air here at New Jersey. King still leads. Waffle holds on to second. Ice is in third, but Focus looks to change the order of the podium a bit. Looks for that last podium position. Will we have anything to give to him as they head towards sector 2 of this track? That fast right-hander followed by the left-hander here. We have seen so many drivers go wide there, and we have seen the Ice go wide there. He gets as close to the wall as he can. Subfocus is going to be just a car length away from him going into the final few corners. And the Ice is going to go wide into the grass. That's going to allow Subfocus to move up in front of him into the final corner. And in the final corner, Subfocus may have... Oh, Ice into the inside wall! He tried to cut. He tried to take advantage of the track. He's not going to be able to do it. King will win here at New Jersey. Waffle and Subfocus will join him on the podium. And coming to the line is going to be Beans, Danbo, Ice, Mats, and then Findsy. And then Ultra and CC. And then Ultra and CC will wrap up the rest of the grid. What a race, and I'm so happy to report that that at the least our top two did not change there because of that late caution. And King will be your winner here at New Jersey. And I mean, what a win for King here as he... I mean, I'm scared to open chat, but I assume that King is definitely talking in there. But what a win for King. He survived the late caution. He survived really all of the cautions, actually. And unlike CC, he's able to hold on to the win for a majority of this race, and he will win here, of course. We'll have to wait and see if he has enough gas or mental sanity left to be able to make it to victory lane. You see here as he's turning around, I believe he has started figuring out that he can head to victory road here. And DSA informing Ice that a late penalty may be in order. So I'm unsure what Ice did there at the end, but something he has done may warrant a penalty after some review. King will hold the fastest lap as well. DSA, of course, informing King that there is a victory road if he also wants to, as he's about to split two different cars that are driving down pit road normally. Dembo just played chicken with our race winner there. So at the moment, the unofficial race result here. At why is the spectate system doing this to me? Stop, please. But the unofficial race result at the moment shows King winning. I don't believe any of our podium is going to change here. King in the lead, of course. Waffles in second, Findsy in third, Damo in fourth, Subfocus in fifth, Max in sixth, Ice in seventh, Secretive Beans in eighth, Ultra in ninth, and CC in 10th. And to my knowledge, it is believed that Ice may or may not be under investigation, so this order may change by the time the race by the time footage of this race comes out. But regardless, King sits in victory road as your winner. Here at New Jersey, it was a very dominant win for him. And, I mean, just as someone said, arguing for no overtime, absolutely King deserves to win here, and he proved it like CC wanted him to. Other than that, though, I believe that will be it. Of course, if the order does change by the time I get the footage out, of course, I will let you all know. I will let you all know as soon as I can. But yeah, through all of the chaos, King wins here at New Jersey. Other than that, Ward, do you have any final words?
I don't know. I believe that was a good race, pretty much. That's kind of where that ends off.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for watching. This has been the Pummu Indycar series. Tune in next week as we go race at COTA, Circuit of the Americas. Now that seems fun. Thank you all for watching, of course, and I will see you all next week.